Hey all, let's take a look at project 6, which is sampling. So we're going to go down to our project 6, sample and slice a vocal, and this could be used for other things than a vocal. I'm going to click right away and download my PDF so I can open it up outside of the browser here, make it easier to see. Double click on it and open this up here. Then I'm going to go back to the assignment, and down below it says here sampling and slicing project. I'm going to download that. Double click to open it up, or on Windows, right click and extract compressed file. And we're going to notice inside of it, it's got a project here, Ableton Live project plus an MP3. So if I double click the project, it's going to open that up, and it's already going to load it actually with some of the things we need. It has a track here for MP3, a track where we're going to repitch things, and a track where we're going to slice things up. These tracks actually already have built into them a version of a sampler called Simpler. This one on repitch is set to the normal classic mode, which we'll see in a second, and the slice one is set to slice, where it slices it up into individual parts. So let's look and see what we're supposed to do here. Open up the project after we download things. We're supposed to drag the MP3 and move it to the beginning of the MP3 track. So let's do that. I'm going to go to the MP3 here, grab it, and stick it in the MP3 track here. Computer may take a bit of time to do this. Okay, take the hand tool, make sure it's right at the beginning. Cool, what next? Make a selection from about 27.5 to 28.5 measures. So let's do that. I'm going to go to, here's 21.5. I'm going to zoom in a bit here. Here's 27. 27.5 to 28.5. Here's 27.5 here. And there's 28. And that selection should sound like this. It's time. It's time. Cool. Go back. Click on the repitch simpler track and use the hand tool to drag the selection into the simpler. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this little selection here, click where it says repitch, go back up to the audio clip until it turns into the hand tool here. You don't want to do it in the bottom here, it's just the arrow tool. Go up until it's hand. Then click and drag down where it says drop sample here. And look what it does. We see this wave file in here, and the yellow part is actually what I've dragged in here. It's showing the rest of the sample too, but yellow part is what I dragged in here. I'm going to drag down to make it bigger to see, kind of fill this sampler screen. Keep dragging. If I click and drag one direction or another, it'll move the whole thing. Drag down, expand, kind of drag to left and right. I'm going to make sure I have the record button enabled here. Then I'm going to click on this key button so my computer keyboard can play it, and if I hit the buttons, I'm going to make it go higher here. Okay, a little bit high. It's time. Cool, so now every time I hit a keyboard note, it's time. It's time. It's going to trigger this playing. I don't want to have all of this time part though, so I'm going to trim that to right here. Time, time. Right when it says t for time. Time, time. I'm actually going to trim it to right there too. Done that, zoomed in, accurately selected the word time. Now I'm going to record 2 measures of MIDI notes by putting the metronome on, hitting record, or I can just add them in, click them in if I want to. Doesn't really matter. I'm going to make sure to also disable the MP3 track so I don't hear it at the same time. Get rid of that. Okay. Where's the metronome? It's up the top here. To click on here to enable it. It also has a 1 bar count in. That's fine. Okay. So now I'm going to hit record here. Let's quantize it, but not the ends. And see what's next. Select 2 beats before, measure 82 to 3 beats after. There's 80s. I'm going to go over to where 82 is. Here's 1, 2 beats. Kind of select that. Here's 3 beats after. Okay. Drag it into the slice simpler track. So here's the slice simpler track. Right now, though, there's nothing to drag it into. I need to go down and show the simpler that's on it. Here's a waveform of it. I don't want that. I want the slice simpler. Like before, go up to the hand tool, drag down to here. Okay, and I'm going to go like this and pull down, now click and drag left, pull down. So what this has done now is this has put these transient markers at different places where it thinks words are beginning. It's try to automatically slice things up. I'm going to now take these markers and make them so they fit just the way I want in the words. So this first thing, I have to find where C is, because these are going to be located on the piano where C is. And if I'm hitting keyboard notes at the moment, they're not playing. They're located really low. So I have to hit the Z button on the keyboard until it goes kind of down low. So you can see here, when I hit the Z button back and forth, it tells you which C it's on the piano. Do it again. I want C, not 3, but I want C1. That's where it starts out to put the samples. Once I have that, then I hit the keyboard notes. Then I can hit the different letter names next to each other. So I might want to change that a bit. I don't really need this beginning part. So get rid of that one. Probably hand over here or something. I see this is like going to be the beginning of hand. That's going to be cut off, so I don't need that. Darling, hold my hand, 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 my hand. Cool. Now I have those mapped onto the keys, starting at C and going up every half step. Darling, hold my hand, hand, darling. And now I can just go back to the beginning of the music again too. I like holding darlings more than hands, so now I'm going to record that. Hold darlings, hold darlings. So now we have that. It recorded over the thing I wanted, so I'm going to hit delete for a second, and I'm going to put this overdub on. That's just going to add stuff to it if it records again in the loop. I want hold darlings. Hold darlings. Hold darlings. Hold darlings. Hold. Okay, that's good. Now the whole thing together. Hold darlings. 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 So now you can arrange whatever else you want, and you can put some effects on them and stuff. That might be nice. as usual, take my selection that I have here. I'm going to go File. I'm going to actually do collect all and save too. Make sure I have everything I need in my file. And for my exported version, I'm just going to go export audio video and export my WAV file by MP3 as usual. Then take them, upload them to SoundCloud, and post the link.